chat. They're the reason my wallet ain't fat. I love my subs, my fans, and the rest. We all know G1 is the best. They call me Patriot Prime, showing what's new. Transformers reviews with a heartfelt view. Adding stickers, bringing life to dreams. In this small town, nothing's as it seems.
Hey, good evening, everybody, and happy Wednesday night. This is kind of a last-minute live stream. I was going to film this as a standalone video, but I figure if I do it live, I can get some guest interaction as well, or chat interaction, because a couple days ago, I had a subscriber of mine reach out to me and asking what to expect or what he needs in order to go to his very first TFCON. Now, this TFCON coming up will be my fourth TFCON. I went in 2019, 2022. 2019 was in Reston, Virginia. 2022 was in Baltimore. 2023 was in Orlando. And now in 2024, we're going back to Baltimore. So really looking forward to that. It's only 16 days away. I get to see some of my friends that we only see, we only get together at TFCON. So I'm really excited to be hanging out with everybody. So I'm kind of run my mouth a little bit. See who all is in the chat. Ultra Megatronus, Ario. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that last name, but greetings. Cato's here. Quentin Rom. So welcome. Wait till some more people get in here. Well, we got 21 people. That's not bad for a Wednesday night. So I guess the big news coming out of TFCON, everybody probably knows, is Peter Cullen canceled. And I hate that for me because I really wanted to meet him, but also I hate it for him. And I'm worried about him. He's getting up there, and somebody told me the other day, or I overheard that he's canceled a couple lately. So only, well wishes to Peter. Definitely. That's a icon for us Transformer collectors or Transformer fans in general. Extra Zero, Hot Chip Challenge. Man, there is no more hot chips, I don't believe. I think the hot chips have gone the way of the dodo. Galvatron 86 here, Brian Botcon, Joyce, where'd it go? Jace Gormandy. It disappeared before I had a chance to read your name. All right. So anyway, now that we got everybody in the chat, so a subscriber named David reached out to me and had some questions regarding TFCON. Oh, there's extra. He canceled Steel City Comic Con. That's happening in December. Wow. That's kind of worrisome then. So anyway, the whole purpose of this video and live stream is to discuss TFCON and what to expect, especially for people who've never been before. Oh, that sounds great. We keep going back to the hot chips. Anyway, focus of the video. Subscriber named David sent me an email, or he asked me, he said, what should I expect during the con? What do I need to bring? It's my first TFCon. And I was like, well, that's good questions. I said, that would make a good video. So he actually sent me an email, and he had quite a few questions. So we're going to start. We'll read his questions that may apply to some other people who are going to TFCon for the very first time. And then I'm going to go into what, I think you should bring, or stuff that I've dealt with personally. So from David, first question he asked is, how much cash should one bring? Good, better, best options. Kids, of course, may have fewer disposable funds than an adult. Maybe break it down based on the type of figures one wants. Is $1,000 enough? Yes, $1,000 is enough. It may be too much. Keep in mind, you're going to be in a huge, crowded area. How much cash do you actually want to be carrying? A lot of the vendors, they will take cards, they'll swipe it on their phone. But of course, cash is king. If you're in the dealer room and you're seeing a figure you want, and say there's a figure you want, it's $80. Like, well, I got 70. They might cut you a deal, especially on Sunday. Sunday's where you see the good deals, because a lot of the vendors do not want to be packing up stuff to take back home. So me, last time I went, of course, there's always an ATM there, but you'll pay a fee. I think I only had about $300 cash on me. I didn't keep a lot of cash. So, yeah, $1,000 is enough. Like I said, maybe too much. Is there a place one can check their suitcase on Sunday to haul purchases at TFCON, or does one need to lug it around before heading to the airport? I don't know. With the TFCons I've been to, I've either drove myself or drove with somebody else. So I'm not sure. Anybody else in the chat fly out? How did you store your figures and luggage while you were waiting on the plane? Just put them somewhere and hope for the best? I think most of the people I know drove, except for Deluxe. I don't know if he's in the chat or not. He flies all the time. He would be good to answer that question. If he pops in the chat, I'll make sure and ask him. All right, next up, what are must buys? T-shirts, gift ideas for the kids back home? Well, it depends if your kid likes Transformers or not. Are there exclusive or hard to find items at the show? There's always exclusives, but for TFCon Baltimore, I haven't seen any posts. Oh, there's Kato backstage. This thing does not make the announcements like I thought it would. Hey, Kato.
There we are.
There he is.
I had to unmute myself. I'm not used to this yet.
How are you tonight?
Good, man. Good, man. Good. Not. I'm indisposed, so I'm keeping the camera on.
Gotcha. Hey, I fully understand. Well, welcome. We're discussing TFCon, as you probably know. When you went, you drove, right?
I did, and we will again.
Okay. So somebody has asked the question what to do with all the luggage and stuff while they're waiting to go home. So I was like, I have no clue on that one.
What did we packed up and put stuff in the car? Because, well, the last one we left pretty early because of the long drive. That's why I wasn't at the panel for the last one in Orlando. And I don't know what we're going to do this time, but last time we were in Baltimore, we left everything in the park. They let us keep our car in the parking garage, even though we were checked out.
Yeah, you pretty much pay for that whole day anyway, I think.
Yeah.
That morning starts up there, you're paying for a whole day.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if they charged us for the rest of the day, but either way, they let us keep our car in the garage. They didn't make us go anywhere else because of the event.
Extra says there's a FedEx hub in the hotel, so I guess you could mail your goodies home if you'd like.
A lot of folks do that. I had a lot of folks say they would FedEx their stuff back home, or rather than fly it if they're flying in or out.
Yeah, because I was worried too. Of course, I stored all my stuff because Bert drove us from his house to TFCon. But I remember getting on the plane. I was like, how do I pack this? I had a lot of stuff in boxes I didn't want destroyed. I was like, how do I pack these things? So yeah, Rodimus is wanting to hop in. I'm going to see if I can get him invited. He said the link's not working, but apparently it is because Kato's here.
It worked. If I can work it, anybody can.
I'll try him again. Of course, it was actually about 5 minutes before I started the show, my power went out. And this is a room where you don't want the power to go out in because it's pitch black, and I'm trying to feel around, and I actually put my hand through a display of Autobots over there. So I got a bunch of figures are all collapsed. I got to pick up.
I've knocked many a thing over if the lights go out.
All right.
Yeah, I enjoy. Yeah, I know you guys like the Orlando more, but I actually enjoyed the setup of Baltimore. I prefer most of the stuff to be indoors rather than walking around, and I think Orlando felt a little too spread out for me.
I think for me, being up here in the mountains of West Virginia, just being down in Florida, hanging out in the palm trees and the sunshine, I enjoyed that.
Right.
Yeah, Baltimore was fun. Take your Army duffel bag, man. I got an Army duffel bag that I can fit in.
Yeah, a real one.
Yes, sir. Professor Jolt, thanks for becoming a member of Patriot Prime Reviews. Your name is now in the ending credits of my videos. Starting tonight. When I turn this one off, you'll see yourself.
What time are you getting there? Friday.
My plan is it's about a 5-hour drive for me, and I'm going to drop Dylan off at school, and then I'm just going to hit the road. And that way I'll miss all the Fire Talk says there's some really bad traffic that hits around 3. So hopefully I can miss a lot of that. There's Rodimus waiting patiently because I don't get a ding to let me know that anybody's in here. Hey,
Yeah,
buddy.
they don't. I guess they don't have you do that, but that's okay. Just making sure my microphone's working. Okay, there we go.
Oh yeah, we
I literally just like started it back up to get on. But yeah. So I was over hearing Cato talk about how you like Baltimore better for the setup. I like as far as having everything in a centralized location, I like Baltimore better, but that resort at Orlando is beautiful.
I think my favorite thing of the resort was the restaurant that we could go for breakfast, lunch, dinner. I don't think we ever left that restaurant.
That was wonderful. I love that. And the view.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, maybe I'll feel differently now that I'm up in the mountains too. Maybe I'll we'll appreciate Orlando next time. But
yeah,
I prefer the Baltimore one, just the location wise.
I tell you, Baltimore had a great lobby. I like the fact you had that lower lobby, then you had the bar area, then you had the upper lobby. I mean, there's a lot of hangout spots.
Yeah,
agreed.
I think that's what it is that we probably, what you like about it, Cato, is it's everything is centralized that way. Whereas like the convention was on a different building than where we were staying.
I think for some reason, I don't know, the Orlando spot was spread out in all the wrong ways and closed in all the wrong ways. Like the rooms, everybody had like all these exterior rooms. Like we were in like the motel style room from the outside. Yeah, and then you got to walk out to the convention area. I don't know. It's just maybe it's all in my head. Maybe just
all I had in Florida was nothing but cheeseburgers for 3 weeks straight. What's wrong with that? I love me some cheeseburgers. I was about to say there's a really good burger joint in Baltimore right across from
I miss
that I did do.
Jersey, New York food. I will say that is something that I do miss. Is
nobody misses New Jersey and New York food. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Pork roll. I mean, we got pork roll down here. We can get it now. It is imported down here, but pizza, like actual really good pizza.
We can answer this real quick. What are we looking forward to at TFCON?
You guys
meeting my buddies again, hanging out with my friends,
just hanging out. I don't even care if I buy anything. It's just an excuse to hang out.
Yeah, I mean, I do have a short list of things that I want to buy, but it's very, very short, and I think it's really like nothing else. Everything else is like I'm bringing bins to sell. Like I'm bringing, I want to sell off my Unicron trilogy stuff. I want to sell off my early universe stuff. I want to sell off like a lot of the Prime Wars trilogy stuff. Not all of it, but it's just like a lot of stuff that just I don't need 4 or 5 different versions of a character, or I don't need any of the Armada characters. I just don't.
I look up my shelf at all the Optimus Primes I bought this month, or that just happened to show up this month. This has been like Optimus Prime October.
Well, they brought out a new Optimus Prime. That's weird.
Yeah,
they never do that.
All right, let's get back to let's go. We'll wrap up this guy's questions here. So we pretty much covered the fact we're not sure what's going to happen if you need to go to the airport with all your goodies. We know if you drive, you're good to go. Put your stuff in the car.
Well, I know what you do at the airport with all your goodies. You either leave room to pack them when you come in, or you mail them back, or you have a friend take them.
To mail your stuff back if you can get it in a box before you go, and pack it up into a box that you're okay with it being shipped out that way, and ship it to your house. You might be better off if you're buying a lot of stuff.
That was my original plan when I stayed with Bert, because I wasn't sure how much stuff I was going to get, but I was able, where I had a suitcase and a duffel bag. I packed all my TFCON goodies in my suitcase, which went into the belly of the plane, which was okay because I wrapped stuff all around them. So I had no problem there, but that's a good idea, is bring some collapsed boxes, maybe some bubble wrap ship them back home to yourself.
Mm-hmm. Now, when I was at PowerCon, Jason from Spiro had me take stuff home and then ship it to him when I got home. Like I mailed it for him from my house to his, just because he didn't have room to take everything either on the plane or to mail it himself. So I just brought it with me. And so if you came with a friend that drove, let them mail it to you. It might be cheaper that way too.
Yeah, trust you might trust them a little better.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. So here's the other question here. What are must buys? I mean, must buys. You're thinking this is his first con. T-shirts, gift ideas for the kids back home. I bought Dylan a couple stuffed Transformers. Oh, cool, Dad. They went on the shelf. Never did anything with them again. Exclusive, hard to find items. There's always exclusives.
Mhm.
And the exclusives, either they can sell out immediately or you'll see them looking at you and just chugging at your wallet the whole time you're there.
Yep.
That's
Mixture of
what
both of
happened with-
those.
What was the name of the one in Florida? I'm looking at him right now. The green guy, Marksman.
Yes. The
Okay.
Fans Hobby
Yeah,
Marksman.
Marksman was the exclusive. Now I wasn't going to get him. Yeah, I wasn't going to get him, and I figured okay, he'd sell out. But then they had the whole table of Marksman right there as you exited the dealer room. So every time you're going in and out, there he is looking at you. And that table's never shrinking. And then I think it was by Sunday I noticed there was only like 5 left, and I thought I better get one. So
Well, normally Chosen Prime and they normally make plenty of their exclusives. The Toy Dojo exclusives tend to get out of there pretty quick, or any smaller exclusives. But I mean, the Fans Hobby stuff, they normally try to make plenty of those, and they end up offering them online later. But yeah, I mean, for me, like, get some random T-shirt, depending on who's there. Buy something from somebody that I know, just to support them. You know,
reflector files will be there. Mike Kincaid.
Yep, that's
he sells
right.
great looking
Get a
T-shirts.
T-shirt from Mike. That's something I always do.
I should promote my T-shirts more. I love that. I have that secret design shirt that I should like print a bunch of them. I wish I could. Like if I had like the extra funds to do that, I would buy get like a stock of them. You know, because I think that Starscream shirt. But I think we should all wear the Con World Order.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I still didn't. Maybe have I got time to order one? I probably do.
Maybe
It depends. Is yours Teespring or what?
TeePublic.
TeePublic. I've never ordered from them. I want to get one of Norb's shirt because it just cracks me up. Stay positive. Whatever it does.
That's him to a T.
With the Con World Order thing is I should get like a black bandana and like color my the sides black, and we should all come in with the and have me do the whole Hulk Hogan thing. You know, you're gonna be big sexy.
You heard it here first, folks. Rodimus thinks Patriot Prime is big and sexy.
Kevin Nash. You don't know who Kevin Nash is?
Of course I do.
That's what he went
Of course
by.
I do.
There went that train.
You're gonna be
Yeah,
Razor
derail.
Ramon. You know Scott Hall.
We get Fire Talks to be. We can get Fire Talks to be Scott Hall. Did Hoist finally say he was or was not coming?
I don't think he is.
I don't think so either. Norbs is still toying with the idea. I think Bert's flat out. He's straight out.
Yeah, he's
because
out
of his job and his daughter getting married.
Yeah. Treebot?
Treebot, I think he's still toying with the idea too.
Yeah, he's on the fence, right?
Peer pressure on him.
It's gonna be a smaller crowd this time.
Yeah, I guess
Still
we'll have to
trying
make new friends.
Yeah. Ugh, that sounds horrible.
It is. Well, I'd say one time, one of my favorite lines from Die Hard 2, I got enough friends.
Yeah,
All right.
well, back
ahead.
to that question. If you're an autograph hound, this is definitely the place to do it. Most of the people you're going to want. I don't really. I mean, I rarely do autographs. I don't even know that I have. But if you want to, this is the place.
Remember what happens at TFCON stays at TFCON, except for the old adage of remember to like, remember to subscribe. Remember, we almost killed the guy. So we're not doing any hot chip challenges.
No hot chip challenge. We are not almost killing the guy. All right. So what's next? Yeah, going back to the T-shirts again. Usually the TFCon T-shirts, they sell out almost immediately. I don't think they make enough. I never see any extras lying around. I think they sell them with the tickets. I think some people.
Yeah, they're normally they're at the tables with when you pick up your bracelet or whatever they have there to your identifying material. They'll have tables of T-shirts there. I think by the time we got there, they were almost sold out the last time.
Yeah. I remember a couple people walking around with them, and they looked, the ones in Florida, I think it had Grimlock on it, kind of like a Jurassic Park thing. And
Oh,
like,
I think
get
so.
that
Yeah.
all but the last one. I was like, shit. All right. Next, we have, how might one prioritize their limited time there? I think I care about or maybe it's I don't. I think I don't care about autographs or cosplay that much. I don't know what I don't know. That depends. I'll tell you, my first TFCon I went to, just walking into the dealer room blew my mind. I mean, you're just Transformers as far as the eye can see. That's the difference between TFCon and other Comic Cons. Is this is Transformers specific. Yes. So you walk in, being a Transformers fan, just pow, your mind is gone.
Yep, you'll walk in and you'll normally see Chosen Prime's awesome display they have set up, and then Toy Dojo and what's the Canadian store that's normally at these two, the
CMD.
No, it's they partner up with Toy Dojo a lot.
Oh,
I bought from them all the time, and I can't think of
their
it
name right now.
But normally their booths will be right up front and center, and then you just look around at all the stuff, and
you'll just do loops and loops and loops.
It was funny. We were like all tight the whole time leading up to it, and then as soon as we walked into the dealer room, it's like somebody kicked an anthill, and we all went separate ways, and
that's true.
We bypassed each other every few minutes.
A roving gang of thugs until we walked into the dealer room. Poof.
And then ages 3 and up. That's it. Thanks,
Yes.
Zero. But yeah, then what you'll end up doing is you'll see something you want, then you'll be stuck with the idea of how bad do I want it? Do I want to get it now while it's here, or do I want to risk wait until Sunday when everybody wants to sell stuff before they got to pack it up? Because sometimes on that last day you can get a good deal because they don't want to take it back.
The 3 Omnibots from that guy. He was packing up. He's ready to go. He had all 3 Omnibots. They were missing a couple weapons, but he let me have all 3 for $100, and they usually go for about 100 each.
Yep, I remember that. You did a video when you got back pretty much right away.
Yeah, because I was so excited to get those. I mean, those are the mail away figures that I never had as a kid. So anytime I can get a G1 I never had, it's exciting. Here we go. Here's a new question. Ever witness any troublemakers getting kicked out?
No.
Usually there's no problem there. Follow Fire Talks is in the chat. Or he's not in the chat. He's right here. Hello.
There he is.
Hello.
Good morning.
Fire Talk.
I was having a nap.
Yeah, you all right? You waking up? You good?
I'm good now. I felt like shit.
We are a bad influence on each other in person just as much as we are online too, because like I say, we walk in and we just kind of split up, and we each see something interesting. We'll find each other, go, "Hey, did you see this?" and
Kato,
drag somebody over and make them buy it.
Kato, you've had this happen. If you see 1 or 2 of us together at the TFCon at one of the booths, and we're sitting there looking at a Transformer, and one of us is sitting there going like this in our hand, and we don't know whether or not we're going to buy it. What's going to end up happening is that one of us will go, "You're going to buy that."
Yeah, just do it. Do it.
Just do it.
Quit thinking about it. Just do it. Come on.
We did that. I think we did that to Hoist like 5 times, and he bought way more than he was going to.
But to answer,
I know I walked up to Bert a couple times. It's like, you want it because I have that one and you don't. And you're a G1 guy. I'm a G1 guy. How come I have it and you don't? Why don't you, Bert? Why don't you have it? He's like, you son of a bitch. And there went up.
Yeah, it's absolutely terrible. It's way worse than online.
Troublemakers that got kicked out that we know of.
No, I don't remember anybody getting kicked out.
Troublemakers getting kicked out. At too many games, I know there was a very, very, very big troublemaker that got kicked out at too many games when I went that one year. This one particular person is now currently, I think, on charges of some sort now.
Uh-oh.
But that was,
That was Extra Zero.
Oh, that's scary. He ran away.
They got kicked out. That was Extra Zero that was causing trouble. I know it was.
Welcome back.
Back.
I highlighted that comment and you ran off. I didn't know if there was some history to that.
Before in Florida. I was in Florida. I was in Florida at a booth, and I'm never doing that again.
Oh, they were
You
so
missed all the good points.
And I roomed with him.
Yeah.
How was that experience?
Rodimus saw a lot of me.
Yay.
Who
All right,
snored?
To answer your question, extra zero, yes. Yes.
All right, let's see. Doesn't care about autographs or cosplay that much. Now, I usually don't watch the cosplay contest, but man, when they're in the hallway in their full costumes, it is amazing what some of these people come up with.
Oh yeah, it is.
The crochet costume. Do you remember the crochet costume?
The
Yep,
jazz.
Crochet jazz.
Yeah.
That was so awesome. I hope she comes back.
That Waspinator, that was really good in Florida.
Yeah, there was a lot of good stuff there. But yeah, I mean, if you're not into autographs and all that, just go and enjoy the space, man. Go look at stuff that, I mean, the if there's anything that it's hard because con prices are con prices. But like if there's anything from the major retailers that you were looking for and you held out on, it's always you got a better chance of finding it there because they'll keep stuff aside for convention. And I mean, it depends on what you're hunting for. If you're not hunting for anything, then just go and see what's there and hang out with people who are just as ridiculous as you are about stupid toys.
Well, here was a
You know?
comment. You kind of led into this one. This was right in the middle of one of those other questions. How much G1 or older? How much are G1 or older prices? Try this again. How much are G1 or older items versus current releases? I have a list of G1 items I'm looking for. This leads into Cato saying con prices are con prices because G1s are going to be a little bit more expensive because that's their niche. This is who they're attracting. So they're going to have those priced up. But with the advantage of also being at the con is what I mentioned earlier. Hey, you've got this one for 60. Take 50 for it. That's where your cash is king that you come in.
Yes.
You can find good deals too, because the first TFCon I went to in Reston, before I met you guys, I got a Jetfire for $7. No yellowing, no breakage, no nothing.
G1?
Yeah, that's how I got my G1 Jetfire. It was $7. It was in a junker bin. Nothing
Wow.
wrong with it.
So no
And then-
armor or nothing. You had to rebuild him, but the base. Okay.
Well, I never had the armor when I was a kid, so I didn't care.
Okay.
I wanted to buy. But like the springs still break your finger if you click the springs and the landing gear.
I hated it as a kid. This finger took so much abuse from that Jetfire.
Yeah. And I got $7. And then last year in Orlando, I got TFCON for $70, and he was complete.
Oh wow.
So like
Wow.
you get decent deals if you look.
You can find deals. You know what it is that you will find a couple of dealers who are more versed in a certain Transformer series than another.
Mhm.
So when they're selling that universe, like if they're Unicron trilogy fans and they're selling off their G1 stuff, they don't find much value to. But or if it's like their kid's junker drawer or something or whatever, and it's just a toy dealer that has a toy shop and he's just looking at selling stuff. But some people, like if you have a G1 fan selling his G1 stuff, his prices are going to be higher.
Yeah.
Because he's probably has it in pristine shape. It's in good condition. He knows what the good, he'll tell you what's wrong with it. If something's wrong with it, why he's selling it for that price. So, like I remember I picked up, I have a G1 Perceptor that the microscope, one of the brackets is broken. And I got him for $9. And this was back in 2003. So
It's a good place too to find weapons you're looking for because I know everybody's a G1 collector. You've got those figures that don't have all their accessories.
mm-hmm.
That's always good for a con, is
Yeah.
to find those random nonsense things that you just can't find anywhere else.
Yeah.
Those little accessories.
Leads into the third party figures because a lot of us who don't follow the third party channels or Facebook pages, we go in. I mean, remember my first TFCon because there was third party I'd never seen before, especially like you said, you walk in and see a huge Chosen Prime display. And what's that Optimus Prime Supreme Commander, the giant missile launching Optimus Prime?
Oh yeah.
I saw that for the first time, and that giant, yeah. And I got that giant Dragon Megatron. I remember seeing him at TFCon 2019, 3 years later.
And people are selling upgrade kits.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Chosen Prime display, what they do to highlight fans hobby stuff is crazy because yeah, if you're not into third party stuff, the first time you see some of those fans hobby bots, they are massive.
Yeah.
And going back to what Rodimus said, you talk about wanting to find good deals on stuff. Room sales are outstanding.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh,
after the dealer room close, what's it usually close? About 5, 6, 7?
Yeah, something like that.
So when that closes, you have guys like Rodimus and Fire Talks. You know, what they'll do is they'll bring stuff to the rooms, and there's a poster board, usually downstairs, that has room sales, like room 1202, come for G1s and Toy Hacks decals. And everybody just comes to the rooms, they mingle, and have a great time.
I need to take pretty much a week right now, and I'm going to have to go through my Transformers, as I'm going to make sure I have all the parts, and I'm going to inventory it. And I'm going, like I told you guys, I'm coming up and I'm selling off my Unicron trilogy stuff, the stuff that I didn't sell last time, and including my Armada Unicron. Gosh, I have like so many, like, you know. And the thing is I want to sell them all. Like the toys that I'm coming up with, I do want to sell them all.
So see Rodimus on Sunday. Best deals.
Well, here's the thing: is that like the problem is that I'm not going to be able to stay past Sunday. Like pretty much after the con closes on Sunday, we're gonna, you know, because I'm going to be driving back about halfway on Sunday to start heading back to Florida, and then the goal is to be back by Monday night. So
you're not coming by yourself, are you? Or you're not driving?
No, my dad and I are both coming.
Okay,
up.
Awesome. Oh, good. I get to see your dad again.
Yeah,
Cool dude. All right, let's see where else we at. This is a good one. What are some of the conversations people have with creative types, vendors, and co-con attendees? Transformers. Everybody there is for the same thing. My only thing that I know is personally, if you see a guy filming and he's talking, don't walk up and introduce yourself. That's how I did Alt Matrix for the first time. He was upset at me.
Yeah, that's right.
But usually, I mean, everybody's up for a conversation. Now, you probably don't want to engage a vendor if they're trying to make sales because, you know, they're there to make money. But everybody wandering around, you know, or the creative types that are selling their art, their T-shirts, stuff like that, just talk to them. Yeah. That's what gets me about us, because we'll get, after the cons, we all get those messages, oh, I saw you at the con, but I didn't want to come up and talk to you. Why not? Come on up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, maybe because you and I are both over 6 feet tall.
True.
And are terrifying to people. You know,
I gotta not walk behind y'all anymore, because I walk behind y'all, nobody's gonna see me.
And then every time I stop, all of a sudden,
so is that why Deluxe got all the attention? Because it's a size thing. They start small and go up from there. It all makes sense now.
Oh, here's a good one. Have any of you bought a toy after getting home and realized you already have it? Fire Talks, maybe, because he's got 4 of everything.
Probably.
I've never done it at a con, but I've done it plenty. I've accidentally pre-ordered multiple things from different locations many times and forgotten about it.
There was something I bought not too long ago I swore I didn't have. And after I opened up and messed with him, I was like, well, I reviewed this thing a couple of years ago. I forget what that was. But no, usually the con, especially with the G1s, I know what G1s I don't have. And usually at this point, I'm not after anything particular other than something I don't have. I'm not into doubles or need another one of this. I'm after the ones I don't have, which is now getting slimmer and slimmer as the years go by. Third party stuff, there's some that I buy, and then once I get home, I'm like, man, this is just, for me, if a figure looks good, I dig it. But if that transformation infuriates me, I just don't have fun with it. And usually I get rid of it.
I agree with that. There's been plenty of third-party things where I just despised after I tried to actually have fun.
What was the name of the Overlord figure that came out? I mean, it was just super hyper stylized after IDW.
Oh, there was a fans hobby. That was fans hobby. Yeah,
I got that one and hated it. That had the worst transformation. I didn't even review it. This son of a bitch pissed me off. And so I sold it, and that's when Double Evil came out. And I love that thing. So
you like the fans hobby Double Evil, the Carnifex was that Mastermind Creations?
I think
did
so.
that
Now
one.
it's all starting to click.
Yeah. Larkin says Kato seems scary to meet in person.
You
No,
have no idea.
no, you know better than that, Larkin. Actually, he doesn't know better than that. I've never gotten to meet the a-hole because he's over in paradise. Why would he leave?
Oh, we're very big in the YouTube community. What is one thing you would not want a fan to do wanting to meet you? Here's the big one.
For this guy, yeah.
We all know where we're going with this one.
Mhm.
If you see us eating dinner, eating lunch, eating breakfast, it is never cool to just sit down and start having a conversation with us.
To be fair, that's bad form at any
No
point.
matter what.
At any point,
If you see somebody you know at a restaurant, nothing to do with a convention,
I'm
let 'em in.
okay. Like I'm okay if you see me at a table and I'm eating and you just want to say hi, Rodimus. I'll see you
that's
after.
cool.
Can I
But
see you after?
sitting down
That's
and just
cool. You know, but like like I guess like the coming and sitting down and wanting like I guess that's bad form for everybody.
What was it last year where the guy just came down and sit down and we had like this big plate of nachos and he just starts helping himself. We're like, you're about to die.
Yeah, that was Orlando.
Yeah, that was Orlando.
I think that's rude no matter where you're at.
Yeah.
Orlando is a little bit different, a little bit harder to like avoid it though. But I think because the way the layout was, you had to walk through where everybody was eating
True.
to your hotel.
Yeah.
So it's like you're walking past people constantly, and we're
that's a big
very welcoming and inviting, and too nice to tell you to get the hell away from us.
You only join me.
I am. Fire Talks is.
No, I'm not. But
He's done. There was a couple occasions that people did come up to us, and I noticed how annoyed Jay was. Like he was visibly annoyed, and I was just like, "It's cool, chill out, relax, dude."
I vaguely remember there was something happened, and it was just I forget what that was, because it takes a lot for me to get pissed. But something was going on. It's just like, okay, this is getting old. This is getting old quick. But other than that, everybody got quiet all of a sudden.
Oh yes,
Okay.
Hygiene. Take a shower in the morning.
I'm gonna get to that. Hold on. I'm gonna get to that.
Okay.
I was going to answer Larkin's questions. I got new build plates that leave texture. So I was testing them because it looks like water.
Right on.
You can't really see it on the camera. Well, I guess you
I can see the waves.
Yeah, you see the waves in it. So I was testing out making new display cases. Since Larkin asked what I was printing.
Very nice.
All right. His last question. Would you recommend a real camera and any lens or lenses you suggest? Cell phone works fine for me.
I am not smart enough to use any camera other than my cell phone.
But I do recommend this little thing.
Yeah, I do wish. That thing's awesome. That's what I'm using right now. That's
What
one of
is
my
that?
favorite
Ooh.
tripods. But yeah, I would recommend some sort of grip to hold your phone because walking around like this is much more obnoxious. Now, I would say what I wish I would have ordered is one of the small. I think Larkin has a really good one, small digital camera that can clip on, has its microphone. That way, you're not. I'm horrible at filming during cons because I absolutely hate. Personally, it's not for anybody else, but I can't stand being at a con and like this is how I'm experiencing the convention.
I started doing that my very first convention I went to. Now I'm like, I'll just do recaps because I am missing the con when I'm going.
I will probably do this.
You do a once around. If you're able to do a once around with the camera, just to get the experience to show what the show floor looks like, that's usually fine. And you can kind of like use that for B-roll.
Yeah,
that's exactly that's what I have done in the past or more recently because I hate living the con.
I just want to enjoy the rest of the con because I
don't even like vacationing like that. I just want to see things.
Our collections are large enough, and I think now where it's just like I just want to enjoy spending time with you guys, and I want to like anybody who comes up and wants to say hi or it's more about the get together than it is about the toy. Like the toys is what brings us together, but it's what you know, the fact that we want to, yeah.
I couldn't
I'm
tell you
just
how
there
many
to hold the camera.
with people.
I'm really only there to hold the camera for deluxe.
I don't have to worry about these questions. Nobody wants to
Are you bringing the missus, Kato?
Oh yeah, she's coming.
Okay.
Yeah, because she wants to meet Deluxe. It's the only one she knows.
She doesn't remember any of us?
No,
No,
remember that one night Kato was
He's
on,
gonna-
all of us were here, and she just hops up and goes, "Hi, Deluxe," and like, "Oh, well, we're here too."
in her defense, she was doing something arts and crafty, and then by the time I turned the audio off my earpiece and onto the phone, she heard Deluxe talking. So, in her
It's
defense,
good. All right, now there's those questions. So our pointers for you first-time goers to the con is, please, for the love of God, if you can afford a transformer, you can afford a $3 stick of deodorant. Please, this is important. There are hundreds of people in an enclosed space. Fortunately, Rodimus and I are over 6 foot tall, so we're usually, we're not downwind. But I'm just saying, please.
It's worse being this tall because
It's right there.
I'm right there with you people.
listen, there's sometimes it doesn't matter what eye level you are, it wafts. And
I was surprised in Florida I didn't get hit with any funk like I did.
Yeah.
well, see, now that goes directly against what I said about Maryland. See, Florida had a lot more outside area that could take care of that.
Baltimore being in October, it'd be a little cooler. Maybe you don't get as nasty.
I don't know if you know this, but if you go to the convention and you're staying around for all 3 days, if you go into your hotel room and typically make an immediate right or left, open the door, there's a room in there that has this device. Inside that room, you can reach in, and normally it's a knob, whether it's one knob or two. Once you hit it, warm water will flow from the top of this thing. It will allow you to then take a small, it's normally a little square. You can grab that if you didn't bring any with you. And it like lathers up. And when you're done, you rinse all that off in that same warm water. And when you come out, you typically smell better than you did when you went in. Do that every time before you come to the show. And then, man, it's weird. Maybe we need to do I need to do a review on how to properly shower. I'm not going to do that.
I was about to double dog dare you.
Yeah, freaking dare you. No.
Now, Rodimus, you may run into the same problem I do when we go to these hotel showers. Does the water hit you right here or usually right here?
Yeah, right about here. Yeah.
Plus one for
This
me.
is where usually the faucet is, and the shower head. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
And you can't adjust it how you want it either. You have to like figure out a way to like get down there.
Screen capture what he just did. Is that where the faucet is, Jason? Is it right here?
Well, there's that capture for you, Dan.
I don't care. I have shame.
And also something I discovered in in Baltimore. It didn't bother me as much in Florida because I was prepared. You may want to bring, because you're standing around, you can get hot and sweaty, a little chafage might happen, and you don't want to be walking like a crab throughout the convention.
I don't know how you enjoyed Orlando. I ain't never seen a grown man sweat that much and not do anything.
God in heaven, that was hard on my old mountain body.
Every time Jason showed up, like it'd be 8:30 in the morning. We had breakfast. He shows up. He looks like he just ran a mile. Like
I'm comfortable. And Bert's like, that's because you've been climatized. I go, but I'm a New Yorker here. But he's like,
you don't have any hair either. I had all this.
You're already adjusted
my hair.
to Florida heat.
That's what Bert said, because I gel my hair. He said, you're more or less making a helmet on your head, so nothing was escaping. But my God, I had to leave for a while. It was like a scene out of Universal Soldier. I had to go back in the room and cool down before I could go back out and enjoy everybody.
It was something else. I was like, I don't know where they put your room, but I don't think you should have to jog here every day.
No, well, it was about 2 foot from the sun.
That's right.
It was. I mean, the thing is, it was October last year, so it was. I mean, it was only in the 80s.
Only.
I mean,
Well,
He
yeah.
uses like a
if you
full.
want to know, it's 54 degrees right now.
He had that Florida humidity.
It
It-
right now here, which would be this is the same in Baltimore. Baltimore right now, it is 47 degrees. This week, I don't know why. Like we just got hit with this big cold front.
we've already had our first snow of the year.
Well, we had about 50 miles from here was our first.
Yeah.
What
I
else?
say it was on top of the mountain nearby. It wasn't here. We're down in the valley. We just got a little bit of sleep, but it was butt ass cold. Thanks, Ultra Megatronus. Yeah, we're doing good. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Very,
Yeah.
very kind. Thank you.
Bert was only about what 10 minutes away from the flood zone.
Yeah, he said his evacuation zone was 5 miles away from his house.
Okay, so he was further inland enough.
Yeah,
because I live enough inland that I didn't have to worry about that, but I did lose power for a bit. So
I'm trying to think what else. If any other, I know there's some YouTubers watching too. Cons are a good place to promote yourself. You know, you got a T-shirt with your name on it. I got business cards made. I hand out. It's decals, so it's a good place to promote. Let's see. We're talking about autographs. If you are going for autographs, I'm going to pull this up real quick. I had this saved in the background just for any opportunity. Is all of our guests that are coming to TFCON. So if you want to plan accordingly, what I would do is just, there's certain ones you want to meet, you want to bring to have them sign, do that. I've got my brother actually found this for me. It's a plain white cover reprint of Transformers #1. I'm going to have every comic artist, or I'm just going to walk around whoever and have them sign it. Just get all the Transformer people who are there to sign it. Whoops.
I gotta say, I wouldn't mind picking up some Mark Watts artwork and having him sign something.
he's a good dude.
Dude. I think
do you have the Legacy book that came out a couple years ago? That's nothing. It's just a big coffee table book of G1 artwork.
No, I think I either had him on the channel or I was on a channel he was on. I cannot remember, but I talked to Mark a while back when he had those. He was advertising his tables. His tabletop artwork. That little
he was on that on Facebook. I saw those ads on Facebook.
Yeah, and he was really, really nice guy. And I mean, his artwork for me, I mean, for anybody who collected toys at all in the '80s, I mean, it was hand in hand.
Iconic, man. I guess for Frank Welker, I've now went down to one Funko Pop in a case.
Frank Welker is $215 for an autograph with him.
Now?
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, that's with the photo with him too.
See, I just paid for the autograph. I guess they doubled the price or something with Peter Cullen not going.
Maybe.
Yeah, no thanks.
But
yeah, I'm good.
I think
it's cool.
I got it. It was only 80, maybe.
it was before. I think they upped the prices now that it were like 2 weeks out.
I got my ticket.
Oh, maybe that's what it is. Maybe they're raising the prices as it gets closer.
Could be.
Which is
Seems kind of backwards to do. Seems like if you
try to sell as many of those as you can.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I mean, they make a lot of these folks that go to cons, they make their living off of the contours. Contours. But yeah, it's Deluxe is here.
Is he here?
So the four of us are going.
4 of us are going for sure.
Deluxe.
Yep.
Is that all the definites?
That's definites.
And then Treebot. Oh, Norbs, is Norbs a maybe?
I don't think Norbs can.
No, Treebot said he can't.
So Treebot, Hoist, Norbs,
Inutabi, right? Isn't he coming?
Inutabi's not coming. It always, I think these always fall pretty close to his anniversary or something. I don't want to get that wrong, but yeah. Well, I know one reason is he's going on vacation soon, I believe, and then it's just a matter of too many things back to back.
Extra Zero will be there.
Hoist is going according to Deluxe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought he said something in our chat that he said that he was going to be able to make it.
Okay, good, cool.
The peer pressure didn't work.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good time. Going to see a little less of deluxe than we've seen in the past.
That's true.
Glad of that. And
He's
then,
happy that he used to be.
I won't have to see Bert's nipples, so that's a plus.
Oh dear Jesus!
I still gotta go get a bow tie. I forgot about that. I gotta fill in that void. I gotta get me a bow tie.
Yeah, you're going to do his picture.
I am sure Tarn will be happy.
And of course, Raziel Kane's coming down from Canada to hang out with us.
Maybe,
We've all been learning Canadian.
just maybe we can get Raz to get his family out of that country.
You know, is the most inactive member of our chat coming? The other Canadian, the most inactive member of our chat.
Oh yeah.
I think he kind of left the group. Maybe I don't actually see much of him post at all anymore.
He's been. I think he retired from basically doing YouTube.
Oh, okay.
I think
Is TFCON only in Baltimore, LA, Toronto, and Orlando? Hits Chicago every now and then.
Yeah, they did Chicago.
They went to Charlotte once, if I remember correctly.
Reston once or twice.
Yeah, Reston. They did at least once. I think they might have done it twice. Deluxe would know. He's been to all of them.
Yeah.
I don't know yet. I'm waiting for an email.
If we do a panel, I'm gonna get up there, and the only thing I'm gonna talk about is everything except Transformers. I'm going. I'm gonna con everyone. I'm gonna con everyone. I'm gonna get up there under the guise of doing Transformers, and I'm gonna go up there and be straight religion and politics, and just see what happens.
Oh gosh.
I want to see if they're doing a 3D.
Yes, we always do.
We always things at them from the crowd because they never invite me.
Well, to be fair, I mean, how many of us could have fit on the we stuffed that one last year in Orlando.
I don't know. I didn't see it.
We didn't. People just showed up.
I mean,
Fire Talks was at a table. I ended up having to, that was a 12, 13-hour drive. So we left before it started. Why that thing is on Sunday, I'll never know. Because man, that's a tough time for people trying to get out of there at any, no matter
I think
what
they do that on purpose.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm trying to get Norbs to put that back in his intro because I laugh every time he used to do that. Where he'd always say, "Welcome to the channel. This is for 13 and up," because I may say some shit. And it was just funny the way he did it.
Any chance I get a resident? Once I get everything situated, I'll figure out exactly what I'm selling. I know that it's like a lot of Unicron trilogy stuff. I know that there are classics left in there because I sold a lot. I sold a lot in Orlando, and it's from the same bins. So,
another thing, there are the room sales, but there's also the lobby sales. You'll see.
That's where I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be bringing them down to the lobby, and I'm going to open them.
The hotel didn't kick you out for doing it.
Well, they didn't last time. And that's a fun get together too. It's just like these little cliques of people together, all talking shop. I got quite a few good things at the lobby sale last time in Baltimore.
I'm going to do it in the lobby. I'm not going to tell everybody where our room is.
Because the idea is that if I'm able to get like all that, like the stuff sold, I can use some of that money to buy some things that I want.
I'm going to find what I plan on doing. Honestly, probably one of my most important goals there is I'm going to find someone staying at the hotel who's not going to the con, just some obtuse, just random family that's chilling out in Maryland that week. And I'm going to post that there's going to be a room sale in that room and just see what happens.
See if there's a newlywed couple. That'd be perfect.
Yeah.
If someone is a douche, I'm going to post that your room has a room sale at 1 a.m.
That's what you get for your honeymoon in Baltimore.
That's right.
Use them comic book guys.
Oh God.
Use them comic book guys.
I will never go into that bathroom ever again. I will go back up to the room to go to the bathroom.
I am super nice. Come up and say hi, man. Yeah, Optination, he was right there as soon as I walked out of the I mean, he was the first person I believe that greeted me when I arrived at TFCON Orlando. Yeah, tell us your story about the bathroom in Baltimore. It's always good for a laugh.
Everyone just loves the line of "there was more piss than toilet."
Well, yeah,
That's right.
Because there was, because of the guys at the bar. Everybody doesn't know the story of how we almost killed a guy.
Yep.
During the one chip challenge was I had partaken of the one chip challenge and could not handle it. And when I ran to the bathroom because I thought I was going to puke, I didn't, but I thought I was going to puke. I kick open this stall door in this super like black marble, nice, very dimly lit bathroom. And there is more piss than toilet on this seat because of the Baltimore Ravens game across the street.
Which was a good combination of Ravens fans and Transformer fans in the same building.
Yeah, and I felt bad for the guy who was in that bathroom who heard me like thought I was gonna puke but didn't, thankfully. But he had to listen to this. He comes out of the stall and he's just like, "Are you okay?" And all I could say with no voice was, "One chip challenge," and he just went and then he left. And apparently left in such a rush that he left these big gaudy ass rings on the sink. Because after I came out of that bathroom, after they had given out the last of the milk and closed the store, as soon as I walked out to get some,
Yep.
They must have sold out of all their milk in that little shop that night.
Yeah.
somebody comes around like, "Did you have a bunch of rings?" And I was like, "No, why would I have a bunch of rings?" I'm pretty sure it was that guy that was in the bathroom that I ran off with the noise.
Wow.
Yeah, good times. Good times.
Although one of my employees did say when they were moving last week, they found a one chip challenge chip still in the package from last year that they had bought and never done it. And now that they're gone, I thought about asking them if I could have it.
That's what I'm going to get Frank Welker to sign a one chip challenge chip. That's what I'm going to do. Actually, I already told y'all what I'm going to have him sign. We'll see how that goes. If I get kicked
Have
out.
all the boxes.
The line for him is going to be huge.
How
It
does it still
sucks
feel?
because it's like this is the second time I'll be able to like go. I'm going to go to a convention and Frank Welker is going to be there, and I'm like not prepared to meet him. Sucks, but oh well.
Extra is lighting us up with that.
I just had to turn off Facebook. I'm like, shut up.
Yeah,
Bing,
I know,
bing,
right?
bing, bing.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, that was because I had Facebook open another tab.
Yeah, same here, and that's why I was like, got to close that up.
Yeah, Marvel Legends needs to make her. She'd be a pretty easy figure to make.
Yeah.
I'm hoping one of these random third party folks make it if Marvel Legends doesn't. I'd love to see somebody like Ramen or somebody like that make a circuit breaker be perfect.
Hasbro has the license for Marvel Legends, don't they?
I think so.
Yes.
So I'm surprised that they've never had gotten.
There's no reason they can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they should do.
They got a Death's
They
Head.
they should do all the. I mean, they have plenty of female molds that they could throw together and repaint. Just do a head sculpt that and make make that. They could do the circuit breaker. They could do all the human characters. They could redo Professor X in the wheelchair. For a certain character in a wheelchair.
You know what I want though? I
Will
want
they
them
make a
to.
Marvel O? Real G1 Marvel fans, will they make an O?
Oh yeah, yeah. Why was his name O?
Well, he was always in the back seat when Buster and I can forget what his girlfriend that was named in the comic. I just remember that one issue. He was in the back seat or the drive-in. He's in the back seat watching, and they're two making out.
And it was Spike and Carly in the cartoon.
I can't remember what her name was. I guess I can open this and find out, but I don't want to.
Love you guys. I'm hopping off. Bedtime. Gotta get up early.
I need to roll out of here too. I wasn't going to be on here too long because it's only Wednesday night. I got a lot of work to do in the morning. So
yeah, it's your Christmas season, ain't it?
Jesus. Yeah, I get a small enough break to go to TFCon and then right back in the lion's den again.
Oh man. Yep. And that's gonna be probably until what? Till Christmas? at least?
Oh, not really. Usually I'm wrapped up by the 12th
Okay.
because you'll have that couple weeks lull and then you do to
Right.
confirm everything.
Right.
But yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Mhm.
All right. Well, I want to say thank you to my guests that hop in tonight so we could discuss a little bit about TFCon. Only 16 days away. I guess we can say 15 now. The day's almost over. Absolutely cannot wait. It's going to be a long ass drive, but it's going to be so worth it to hang out with you dudes again. Fire Talks and Hoist, especially because all they got to do was sit at the booth and wave at us as we walked by over and over again. Hey, what's up?
And I'm bringing all the stuff I had at that booth this time too. But take it. It's in a box. Just take it.
All right, you guys in chat, thank you so much for hopping in and engaging. Hopefully, we gave you a little bit of information to what to expect at TFCon. Just go, have a good time, and that's it. Bring money, bring a good attitude, and you'll have a blast.
Indeed.
So don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to these guys as well, and we will see you at TFCon.
They call me Patriot Prime, showing what's new. Transformers reviews with a heartfelt view. Adding stickers, bringing life to dreams. In this small town, nothing's as it seems.